tree, its roots deep in the ground, its branches stretching high into the sky. This tree is like the story of life itself, a story that spans billions of years. But how did all the different plants, animals, and organisms on Earth come to be? The answer lies in the fascinating process of evolution. What is evolution, you may be asking? At its core, evolution is the process by which life on Earth changes over time. It's the gradual transformation of species through tiny variations that, over millions of years, lead to new forms of life. Evolution isn't a single event. It's a continuous, ongoing process. It's what drives the incredible diversity of life on Earth, from the smallest bacteria to the largest mammals. But how does evolution actually work? One of the key mechanisms is natural selection, a term first coined by Charles Darwin. Let's break it down. Imagine a population of birds living on an island. Some have long, narrow beaks, while others have short, strong beaks. When food becomes scarce, the birds with the longer beaks might struggle to find food, while those with stronger beaks might be able to crack open tough seeds. As a result, the stronger beaked birds survive and pass on their traits to future generations. This process, where organisms with traits better suited to their environment survive and reproduce, is called natural selection. Over time, these small changes accumulate, leading to a new species adapted to its environment. But natural selection needs something to work with: variation. And that variation comes from mutations, random changes in an organism's DNA. Mutations are random changes that can occur during DNA replication. While most mutations have little or no effect, some can provide advantages like better camouflage or resistance to disease. If a mutation helps an organism survive, it can be passed on to future generations. Over time, this can lead to significant changes in a species, such as changing its color. One of the most famous examples of natural selection is the case of the peppered moth in England. In the 19th century, most of these moths had light-colored wings that helped them blend into the lichen-covered trees. But as industrial pollution increased, the trees became darker, and the light-colored moths became more visible to predators. At the same time, a rare dark-colored variant of the moth became harder to spot. Over time, the population shifted, with more dark-colored moths surviving and reproducing. This shift in population is a perfect example of how natural selection can drive evolution in response to changes in the environment. One of the most powerful concepts in evolution is common ancestry. All life on Earth shares a common origin, and over time, species have branched off from one another, adapting to different environments. For example, humans, whales, and bats might seem very different, but they all share a common ancestor from millions of years ago. This shared ancestry is reflected in similar bones, structures, and even DNA sequences. Evolution doesn't stop. It's happening all around us, all the time. New species are constantly emerging, and old species are adapting to new challenges. It's a process that's shaped life on Earth for billions of years, and it will continue to do so. Even in the smallest organisms, like bacteria, evolution is happening at a rapid pace. Bacteria can evolve resistance to antibiotics, and viruses like the flu or COVID-19 constantly evolve to escape our immune systems. Evolution is not just a scientific theory, it's the story of life itself. It's the reason for the stunning diversity we see in nature, from the towering giraffes of Africa to the tiny creatures of the deepest oceans. And it's a story that continues to unfold, shaping the future of life on Earth. So the next time you look at the world around you, remember, you're looking at the incredible result of billions of years of change, adaptation, and survival. The tree of life is still growing, and you are part of that story.